Hi, I'm Tony Fleming. Welcome to Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, just pulled the hanging tag off of this 88 Pontiac Fiero. This is the Formula model, and with it you got some pretty great stuff. This is actually a cool looking car, and I think that, you know, the problem is, that's the one thing about General Motors that bugs me sometimes, is they finally get a car right. You know, they launch it, and they launch it with a four-banger, it's got zero guts. Then they finally put a car with some wheels and tires on it, put a nice V6 in the back of it, and a V6 that you can modify very easily and get a lot of horsepower out of. You know, those engines back there are pretty bulletproof. They've been around a long time, and they've had great luck with them. So anyway, a turbocharger kit's available for this car, a supercharger kit's available for this car, and it goes from the low 100s horsepower-wise well into the 200s, and this weighs almost nothing. So, but let's take a walk around it, because this has a fresh black paint. You know, General Motors paint in 1988 was not the best in the world, so the client who asked us to sell this for him had the car completely repainted. I will say this to you, that the paint is still a little bit fresh. It needs to be wet sanded and buffed, and if it looks great right now, you can only imagine what it'll look like once we wet sand it and buff it out, but it's still a little bit soft, so we didn't want to do that. I love the black wheels that are matching, fresh set of tires on the car. And you know what I didn't tell you, the best part is that this car is 46,718 original documented miles. This is a 1988, this is 2009. I mean, that's somewhere around 2,000 miles a year that this car has been driven. This is a collectible car, and quite honestly, the price reflects it too. It's under $10,000. It's loaded to the gills because it's an SE, so it has things like the large sunroof. It has the power windows, power locks, and it goes on. It got the upgraded sound system, the rear spoiler I like. It's got a great style to it, and it's finally when they got it right. Check inside for a second. You need to see this, because the interior is all original, and it's really in really great shape. This is nice too. It has tilt wheel, air conditioning, nice gauge pod here, great looking console, power windows, power locks, Mac pockets. We have the books, owner's manuals. You know, this is General Motors' launch into 4-speed automatics with overdrive. This has great highway legs, and actually is quite sprightly with the V6 and the 4-speed automatic. It definitely rolls down the road to surprise quite a few people with the power of it. Big sunroof comes out, you can store it in the back, and they've left you lots of little places for all the storage. Books are in here. But you know what? These cars always sounded great too. They were, you know, General Motors was able to get a sound out of these V6s that I think sounds really nice. So how about I start it and you tell me what you think. Let's check this out for a minute. You'll find this is nice. With the V6s, you need a little more room, so they braise this bubble and this hump there. Air extractors over here to let the heat out so it doesn't roast you. So you get this right here, nice storage. This is all original paint on this engine, which looks great still. All the original stickers are here. Even a warranty procedure they did in 1990. Here's the VIN number of the car on a sticker. These are the kinds of things that you want to look for. These stickers. Because with the VIN number on them, it says to me that the car hasn't been in an accident, it hasn't had panels replaced, and that's the way you want it. Repainting is fine. Replacing panels is usually something a little bigger than that. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have 4-wheel disc brakes. The car is pretty ahead of its time for a sports car, and like I said, this car is very sprightly. Got great power. Right here, spare tire's never been on the ground. It's the original spare. Jack, tools, radiator, just nicely done. Original stickers again with the VIN number on them. This is the stuff you want to look for, you know, if you want to buy. You know, the great thing about this hobby is if you're buying these cars, the idea is that this car doesn't cost you a lot of money to own. And when I say that, you know, these are not maintenance freak cars. I mean, they don't require a lot of work to be done to them all the time. So if you take care of the car, enjoy the car, and keep the miles down, typically they cost very little to own, and that's what I mean by that. You know, maybe later on you decide you want to get something else, and we trade this back in, or you sell it to your buddy or whatever, and they get a great car too. So in closing, I say this: fresh paint, ridiculously low miles, cold air conditioning, 4-wheel disc brakes, nice sound system, sunroof, everything for under $10,000. We're Fleming's Ultimate Garage. We're super proud to present this 88 Pontiac Fiero Formula model. This is the upgraded model. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll read you anything you need to know off the hanging tag.